before I start the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that watches my content, especially for those that have been so patient recently. But anyway, throughout this year after the summer of Sonic, I'll be making even more Doom related content, which of course will lead to my Christmas video, 30 Years of Doom. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. Oh, yeah, come on! I love this game. In fact, I love all the titles within the Doom franchise. And there's one thing that they all have in common: the protagonist.
You're goddamn right.
Sometimes known as the Doom Guy or even the Doom Marine. But there's one name that stands out from among the rest and sends a sense of fear throughout the depths of hell. And this would be the Doom Slayer. But before this unstoppable force in the world of men became the terror that lurks in the fiery tips, we have to go all the way back to the beginning to fully understand the violent nature of the Doom Slayer. Now, sometime in the future, humanity had reached unprecedented heights in space exploration, and among the numerous ventures into the cosmos, the Union Aerospace Corporation, otherwise known as the UAC, had established a research facility on the moons of Mars. And it's above the red desolated planet that our hero, the Doom Guy, would eventually find himself being stationed upon, especially after a certain event with his superiors. Doom Guy was an elite marine who had seen plenty of battle, but when his superior officer ordered him and his unit to fire upon civilians, the Doom Guy knew this was wrong, and so decided to take his superior down with a mighty fist. And as punishment, Doom Guy was sent to Mars, but stationed on one of its moons. And little did he know that a threat from beyond would soon make itself known. The UAC base was a sprawling complex dedicated to scientific research, but underneath the guise of their pursuits, the UAC had delved into dangerous experimentation that would involve interdimensional travel, as well as harnessing the power of hell itself. There are things that the world of man should never interfere with, but these experiments would soon become the catalyst of chaos itself. One fateful day, an experiment goes wrong, with a portal to hell being inadvertently opened, unleashing a flood of demonic forces throughout the unsuspecting base. Amidst the onslaught, the Doom Guy was ordered to stay behind, and throughout the hours that followed, over the airwaves, all he could hear was the battle cries of his fellow Marines being slaughtered by demonic forces, until everything fell silent. Knowing that he could possibly meet the same fate of his fellow Marines, the Doom Guy enters the labyrinthine corridors of the base, armed with just a pistol, and with his senses feeling heightened as if an ancient power was coursing through his veins, Doom Guy became an indomitable force with each demon he dispatched. It was as if he became the very essence of battle, a force of pure fury and unrelenting violence. Doom Guy traversed through blood-soaked corridors, ripping apart the demonic forces, as if driven by a primal instinct of survival.
Nice.
As he reached the heart of the UAC base, Doom Guy was confronted by the source of the demonic invasion, a towering, hellish entity known as the Spider Mastermind.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
The battle that ensued was a symphony of chaos and destruction, but Doom Guy, fueled by an unyielding spirit, refused to succumb to the Spider Mastermind. With a final, thunderous blast of the BFG 9000, Doom Guy vanquishes the Spider Mastermind, and as its body crumbles to the ground, twitching and moving around as if holding on to the very essence of life, the Doom Guy knows that this fight is far from over, and so he steps into the newly formed portal directly to hell. Doomguy waged a one-man war against the legions of the damned, his name echoing throughout the realms of hell, until he encounters the source of all evil, the icon of sin. What follows is a battle that shakes the very depths of hell until eventually Doomguy defeats the monstrosity known as the icon of sin. Yes! Emerging from the fiery pits, Doomguy is classed as a hero, the saviour of humanity, but he remained a solitary figure, haunted by the memories of what he saw in the hellish abyss. Fearing that the forces of hell could raise their ugly heads once again, the moons of Mars were put under strict quarantine and then bombarded with radiation. This seemed like the perfect solution. However, something demonic survives. This lone survivor was an entity called the Mother Demon, who had the power of resurrection, and with this dark gift she can bring fallen demons back to life, but make them even more powerful than ever before. The radiation that had bombarded the moons of Mars had provided the Mother Demon with the perfect cover, but eventually humanity figured out what was going on, and thus turned to the one man that had come face to face with the demonic forces of hell, otherwise known as the Doomguy.
Excellent!
Doomguy had a new mission: to eradicate the Mother Demon, as well as putting a stop to a reign of terror. Finally, the Doomguy would eventually reach the heart of the Mother Demon's domain, an infernal citadel suspended in a nightmarish void.
Not bad, not bad.
The air crackled with energy as the Mother Demon emerged from the shadows, her monstrous form eclipsing the sky. Without hesitation, Doomguy unleashes all manner of weaponry upon the Mother Demon, but she proves to be a formidable foe. After a grueling battle, Doomguy seizes a moment of vulnerability and delivers the final devastating blow. The Mother Demon lets out a bone-chilling cry that can be heard throughout the cosmos, as well as in the fiery depths of hell. With the Mother Demon vanquished, Doomguy comes to a realization that the fight against the forces of hell was never ending, as if it was an eternal struggle that demanded his unwavering vigilance, and so he made the decision to remain in the depths of the underworld, keeping the world of men safe from the supernatural forces of evil. Anyway, come back next time where Doomguy finally becomes the Doom Slayer. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next game.